I feel like I already have a kid because Bart acts like such a big baby. Because he'll complain like a baby, he'll just bust out in song and dance like at the most inappropriate times, or he'll like eat like a kid. Like he really is in his own little bubble. But I feel like, you know, at times I can be that parent that's like, when the kids are playing, you know, hot lava, then I'm like, dude, that's not lava, that's just the floor, stop messing around. And I feel like sometimes I kill it. I'm still like being that adult at times. He just lives in his head so much, and he has like such a great imagination that sometimes I'm like, hey, snap out of it, come back, you know, like what the hell, where are you at?
I do consider myself a kid still. I don't know, I just see like a lot of my friends that I went to high school with, or the people that I graduated at the same time with, they seem fucking old to me. Like, I don't know if they're trying to be old or like they really look old, but their mentality, like the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, it's almost like their life's over. I remember when like a lot of my friends graduated college and they're like 23, 24, they started wearing like polo shirts, and some of them even started tucking their clothes in, or like when they're talking about what cars to buy, they're like, no. I gotta get a minivan, or I gotta get a sedan now because, you know, I'm older. And I'm like, dude, you're like 24. What happens when you're 34? Or what happens when you're 44? Or when you're 54? People these days, like, they're living until 90, 100. So even at 54, you're only halfway through your life. You know, like 24, that's a fucking baby. So for me, like, I don't know, like, I definitely feel like I'm a kid because I don't consider the same things that they do. I don't have the same perspective. I still consider the same things. Like, for example, I have a car payment, I have a phone payment, I gotta pay for rent, I'm thinking about starting a family, but my approach isn't like I'm getting locked down. My approach is very bright. It's like, oh, cool, I get to start a family, and when I have kids, I get to take him to do all these things, and I get to like read to him, do homework with him. But all my other friends, they're like, oh damn, I have kids, oh shit, dude. Yep, your life's over. My dad, he's that way, you know, so I know that it works. And he has all his responsibilities on lockdown. But he's definitely a kid at heart, like he always fucks with me still. The other day he called me, and then he called me twice actually, and I waited like 10 minutes to call him back, and he goes, what were you doing? Trying to make grandkids with Gio? Like, he just fucks around, you know? So like, I don't think you really have to grow up if all your priorities and responsibilities are unlocked. That's what I believe in. I think growing up isn't how you pretend to be or a front that you put up. But chores, I definitely take care of because no one else is there to do it for me. You know, my mom's not gonna come clean up after me. I do have Gio, but she sometimes is lazy. Can't rely on her.
Speaking of her, I overheard her say earlier that she doesn't need kids because you are a kid. How do you feel about that?
She's just fucking around. I am a kid, but of course she wants kids, and I know she wants kids, and she loves kids. And I can see the way that she behaves around her nephews and nieces that she's gonna be a great mom. Ta-da!
What are you doing?
I dressed myself.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that would dress like that. Where did you get this idea?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
If I have to go poo-poo, poo-poo. How do I look?
You look stupid. Can you please go to your room and change, please?
What? I got the pockets in the front for all my toys, and I got the pockets in the back for all the boys.
Can you please?
I mean, since I have a kid, I kind of have to be the adult around him, especially. But I mean, there's times when we're like play around and I'll feel like a kid with him again. So when I was a kid, I had diagnosed with ADHD. So that means I was like really hyper, and like I see that a lot in Isaac, how he has to like squirm around. When I was a kid, there was not one part of my body that could like stay still. Like I always had to be like fidgeting, or like I always had to do something. I see that a lot in Isaac. It's like very nostalgic seeing how he acts totally me. Like I would never eat when I was little. And then especially to me, everything looked disgusting. Like, just like with Isaac, like the best food in the world, like where adults would look at me and be like, are you serious? You don't want to eat that? But Isaac is the exact same way, and I was like that when I was a kid too. Like, I didn't want to eat anything. Acting like a kid and being a kid at heart keeps you young. I think it's really important to not take yourself too serious and just have fun.
Yeah, learn from the Mexican Asians. Mexicans know how to have a good time.
You know what? Actually, I think you two need to grow up. So immature.
grown up a lot more, or do you still like neglect a lot of stuff?
I think it's actually both, because there are some parts where I'm like, yeah, I'm an adult, I'm doing this, I'm being responsible, and then another part of me is like, oh, I just don't want to do it right now. Can I just like do it later? In terms of that, it would probably be like cleaning my room, because I'm still not organized in my room. I mean, for me, like I like to pretend that I'm responsible, but at the same time, I'm not fully responsible for myself. I actually do want to grow up, but I guess for me, it's just figuring out how to get there. I'm not financially stable enough to actually pay off those bills, like as much as I would like to. And I know that sometimes, like when I come home, I feel like everyone should keep a good balance, but I also do feel like that there is a big possibility that I'll be a kid forever, because it's just so much fun. Like I feel like I'm enjoying life a lot more. And you know, it's kind of that carefree mentality where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna have fun today. Well, what else am I gonna do? Like, you know, just every day is a new adventure.
Close up piss, take one, and
Cut. Right now, I am sitting inside the brand new, expanded Barbell Brigade. Up there. We opened this 7 months after we opened up the first location. 8 months after the first location.